early evening till the break of day. So step this way and let your mind be free. And by the way, welcome to the party. Well, my name's Kid Rock, I'm a Capricorn, and Detroit City's where I was born. When I was young, I knew I'd always be a super live body rockin' MC. I'm TNG.
It was hard for me not to just get lost in the music.
When Kid Rock raps like that, he sounds like old school, like Run DMC.
When Kid Rock's trying to give you an astrology report, like, what the fuck?
Dude, this is great. This is classic music, and it is my birthday, so I picked the music today.
And I allowed it.
Yeah, it's okay. Welcome to a very special, very loose, very...
it's a party cast.
It's a party cast, as we're calling it today. It is actually physically my birthday, not when you hear this, but as we record this. We've got a house full of people. There'll be some noise in the background. We'll have many guests here with us. Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
Some more special than others.
Tons of A-listers. These people make millions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mike Calta just left. Yeah, where was he? Yeah. No, nobody like that.
Oh, damn.
But with us right now, as always, my boy Dennis.
What up? I'm first again.
Jake the Snake.
First in his heart.
And my dude, the dude that is with me on the broken table every single week, the Flo Monroe, Tyson.
Finally, the flow has come to the crowded table.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that energy.
Wow, yeah.
We needed it. I needed it at this point. It's been a while. We've been talking about having Tyson here for quite some time. Today will be the time where we have two people who we should have had on long ago here with us today specifically.
Tyson and Kevin.
Nelson Mandela.
And the other is, we'll keep the other secret for now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring her in a little bit later.
We definitely need more
Just
girls
make
on the
sure
show.
they don't see her in the background of the shadow.
Oh, yeah, that is true. And congratulations if you are watching this. The video of the crowded table has returned. So if anybody is watching this for the first time in a while, thank Dennis.
And I think video's back in for good now.
Yeah, because we found a much easier way to do it.
Yeah.
By the way, keep watching when the show ends, and I'm sure the titties are going to come out here later on.
Maybe John's.
Yeah. My titties will be out
That's what I was talking
mid-show.
about.
We did want to, even though this is a very special episode, we wanted to keep some integrity here, and we wanted to shout out a couple people.
Yeah.
Frico Suave, who actually shouted me out on Twitter
You
today.
know, I forget that he listens.
I do too, because
Has he always? Because I feel like he's like just now starting to be active on Twitter about it.
He's reached out to us before and said that he's listened.
Wow.
the thing is that he's a gay gentleman, and the thing is that we objectify the women, when we talk about them, and I just feel it would be wrong and sexist if we didn't objectify him in some way.
Objectify?
Like just talk about all the freaky things
Just
we're
talk
gonna
about
do
his
to him.
sweet ass. You know?
Yeah, like I'm gonna beat it up.
I would let a gay dude watch me do stuff.
I'm gonna beat that. I'm gonna beat it up.
Would you really like? Would you let a gay dude like watch you jerk off?
If you just watch me jerk off?
Yeah.
For money?
Well, for money.
No. That was a question. For money or just for fun?
Yeah. Would you just
For
do
money,
it?
definitely. But if he was like, if somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I think you're attractive. Can I watch you bang your girlfriend or something?" I would say yes.
But what about just jerk off? Like just you jerking off and some gay dudes like just like listen, don't even look at me.
For no money.
Yeah, for no money, but like just do me this solid. Like if Frico Suave was like, "Hey, listen, I want to watch you jerk off."
You guys started the show off with a weird question,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say no, probably not.
I didn't mean to take it there. I just thought he should be held to that standard that you would do.
I'll send him a Snapchat video of it.
Oh,
He'd
man.
love to see your dick. I'd love to hear his
birthday to him.
commentary on it. Ian Brown as well, somebody who's been listening a lot on SoundCloud and showing us love on Twitter. Thank you, Ian. Probably the second biggest Ian fan we have, I think.
I just gotta throw this out there. There's people like kind of watching us.
I know, it's kind of creepy. I'm trying
kinda
not to
weird.
look over there.
Live
And they're
studio
and they're
audience.
friends. That's why I said this in the beginning. I want everybody to know I was pretty much vehemently against this whole idea.
Yeah.
Because first of all, what kind of shitty friends invite people to your home and then just do a podcast?
hey, watch us talk to each other. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very hoppy-ish, I would say.
But
I'd be like, guys, come over to my place. I'm going to do a hoppy hour live for you guys.
Yeah, but we're gonna incorporate them later. We got Tyson now.
No.
We got some Tyson stuff coming.
Dude, I think we hit Tyson a little too hard off the bat with the gay sex talk.
Yeah,
he would shut him down.
He went from loud to he hasn't talked.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah. And everybody's a little, does what they do when
People are having fun.
When you
Yeah.
come to social events like this,
It's a party.
people do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went out Friday night for our birthday. Oh, I meant to show you that. Yeah. So for my birthday, Danielle got me just an insane amount of gifts, and I'm I can't even tell you. 30 gifts. She bought me 30
Oh,
gifts.
really? That's
yes.
cool.
And one of the things was she got some bumper stickers made for the crowded table.
That's pretty
So
sweet.
yeah, there's just a handful of them. So one for each of us, and
Did I
then
get one? Yeah.
yeah. The one for
That
the,
one's mine. So
that's
well,
Jake's.
I'm sorry.
If you want to give that back to him. So that at least as a test model for.
Yeah.
But we went downtown Friday night for my birthday and her birthday, really, and just because we hadn't all gotten together in a while.
To me, I mean, as I hate.
No,
as-
absolutely.
As much as it was for your birthday, man, and everyone really, it sucks because I like that everyone was coming out to hang out, but really everyone came for you. I don't think you realize that.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, we had to keep reminding ourselves that, hey, it's Danielle's birthday
No,
too.
Saba came out there at some point and she was like, "Where's John? Where's John? I came here for John." And I'm like, what about your friends? What about just hanging out?"
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I could be that for you. I could be that thing that you could bribe people to hanging out with you for. Be like, hey, you know John Senning, it's his birthday. Come hang out with me and you might get to see him.
And you might get to see him beat someone's ass too.
Are we going to get right into that?
Yeah, we
Because
go into the story.
I
Yeah, oh, we
don't
have
know
to.
who wants to tell the story because I don't feel it's right to tell.
Can I tell it? 'Cause
Yeah.
at this point of the night, I was sitting on a stool in the corner,
Yeah,
almost falling asleep.
Tyson was very, he was in a perched position with perfect view. So what did you see, Tyson?
So this guy,
Get up on that mic,
this
bro.
guy is super wasted to the point where he's like lingering over our group's shoulders. He's mouthing the words that we're saying.
He was hugging my roommate Martin.
Yeah.
He kept hugging him.
just
I,
doing.
I think even
overall-
Martin said he thought he was part of our group for a
Yeah.
minute there.
This weird behavior overall, and basically what crossed the line was when he tried to pin Danielle, John's girlfriend, up against the pole
Well-
with his arms up in the air over her.
Well, let's
kinda
not
like
forget.
A stripper or
Let's not
something.
forget. We had Christina there too, and he kept going up and like touching her stomach. He just kept kind of like
Yeah.
poking her and prodding her.
Yeah, I missed that.
And then it was like Tyson said, he comes up, puts his hands up, and if I go into the camera, he gets right in front of Danielle, John's girlfriend. And I've never seen somebody react so quickly. John walks over and shoves this dude out.
Well,
of the way.
I was because Danielle and I were playing darts, so I was standing by the dartboard as Danielle was shooting, and so I see this happening, and as I'm going to say, "Hey, buddy," John out of nowhere, like a flash, runs in, and John pretty much stiff arms the guy for about 20 yards into a chair. Like he just pushed him straight from standing into a seat, and basically just kept repeating, "This is not going to end well for you. This is not going to end well for you."
I need to know what was going through your mind, Danielle, because I just pulled her over here. The dude who's all up on you at the bar, you remember?
Well, the thing is that keep in mind, I had drank a bit, and so had she, because when she retold the story, she told it as if a guy just came and started talking to her, and then I felt that
John overreacted.
I felt that to be enough to physically assault somebody. So tell us how you remember the story and what happened.
So I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember exactly what happened, but the thing is, I don't remember him talking to Christina first or coming over near her, but I remember seeing him kind of floating through the group, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? He's alone. He's definitely fucked up. So then all of a sudden, he's like right in my personal space, and I'm like, this is not gonna be good. 2 seconds later, there's John. I'm like, oh.
John, like in his face, shoving him out of the way. And
Damn near through a table. And
yeah.
I think the words coming out of your mouth were, "This isn't a good idea. This isn't a good idea."
And I think if I hadn't stood in between you guys, that I don't think you would have stopped, because you were still pissed off once we got you kind of separated.
Nah, I think it was really more of just, he had a false assumption that he was going to be welcomed into our group.
Right.
He was kind of hanging there. He had already touched multiple people,
Yeah,
and
honestly-
then when I looked over at Danielle and literally could not physically see her body because it was engulfed by this fucking guy, there was an initial reaction that was like, I've got to get him off of her. And then it wasn't that serious of a situation because he was so fucked up that I just had to be like, dude, you got to go.
Well, and that's the thing, because like when I went over and kind of looked at him, he was bewildered, like he had no idea he did anything wrong. He's like,
right through you.
he's like, what?
his face after you pushed him said, "Dude, I thought we were best friends."
How did you betray me like this?
And I gotta say, between the couple of drinks that I had and watching this go down, I've never been so erect in a bar before. I was so turned on by your willingness to defend your girlfriend.
I think Nicci should come over and we were going to build it up, but Nicci, who has never been on this podcast, even though she should have been long ago.
Easily should have been like the first person on
should have
here.
been like first ever. Sit with me. You were there, but I don't think you actually saw me physically assault this man.
No, when Tyson told me about it, I thought he was making it up.
No. Oh, so wait, I thought you and your boyfriend were sitting there making out right next to the
We
whole
were-
They were
They were
literally
making
right there.
But that's because they were making out. They couldn't see anything but each other's faces.
We were making out, but I think we were having a cuddle sesh, and we were having like
cuddle sesh.
we were having deep conversations.
Deep something.
And snapping themselves all over Snapchat so we could all be jealous.
No, that was with Christina that we were snapping, and then him and I tried to take a cute snap, and you're all in the background being jealous.
I got to get him in there and break that up.
He's so angry about my relationship.
I'm not angry about the relationship. I'm angry that someone can be so happy right in front of me and I'm so miserable.
He's constantly saying that we live together and we're constantly together.
Are you not?
We are, but you're just jealous that
I'm jealous
somebody's
of
not
your
with you.
happiness. It's your happiness.
Dennis is just jealous that the 12 other girls. What, was it 12 that you're plowing right now at any given moment?
12.
I think that's it, right? That's the number.
an
None
incorrect.
of those
every
relationships
inch.
mean
One
anything.
for every inch.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so you fought somebody?
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't
Almost.
say I fought, but I did want to make note of
He shut a motherfucker down, is what he did.
He separated him.
that Nicci and her man are so that couple. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, I realize it's in the early
Yeah,
stages.
but it's new love. You know what I mean? It's cute. I think it's cute, Nicci.
I think it's cute too. I mean, it's a little much, but I mean, it is.
No, I don't think that's the thing. I don't think it is a little much. I'm really happy for you, Nicci. I think it's awesome, but there's something about it that's just like that's what I want in a relationship. Is that happiness?
Is it though?
Yeah, where the dude and her are just together all the time, snapping, taking cute pics. That's me.
my gosh.
I'm so
You
gay.
only want a girlfriend so you can Snapchat pictures of the two of
You
them.
do realize, Dennis, let me tell you this. You do realize that everything you do in your day to life goes against what you just said.
That's not true.
The way that you treat women in your life goes against what you just said.
That's true. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I feel like Dennis wants to like have a glass slipper brought up to his foot to see if it fits right. Like, he's trying to have this Cinderella thing where girls just want to jump that hit. Meanwhile, you're just a fucking mess, dude.
Well, Jesus, thank you. I guess I don't know. That hurts.
By the way, happy birthday, John. How you doing over there?
I feel really good about it. We wanted to get Nicci over and include her in this specific portion of the show that we like to call One for the Girls, and we wanted. It was one of your two ideas.
It was my
So
idea.
If you want to pose the question, because does it go both ways?
Oh, I think. Well, I don't know.
I think it could.
I've never asked a girl.
For a girl.
Actually, do we want to get all the girls around here?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Daniel, will you go get my wife?
Well, basically, the One for the Girls question this week involves the number, and the number being the number of sexual partners a person has
a
had,
guy has had,
or
even.
girl. So it's for us, for the guys.
I think it's just, does your number matter?
Yeah. So like, if you meet a girl and you find out her number, does the number matter? And will it make you decide whether you want to sleep with her?
I get the question. What I'm trying to say is you're really asking women. The question is, for a man, does a
Right.
girl's number matter?
Correct.
Because a guy's number, I think, probably matters less to girls than a girl's number matters to a guy.
Right.
Is that right?
I would agree with that on my own stance.
I would agree with that, but Friday night I got a little drunk and it mattered to me.
Oh no.
So it wasn't. Yeah, I think that this is where this question came from.
It is. Yeah, she told me the story and it spawned the question for me.
Wait, so did you go prying?
Crying, she went crying.
He already knew my number somehow. I don't remember telling him that. Guys, we're trying to do a podcast here.
Not all about the photo op.
I'm just trying to be like Dennis and just Snapchat my whole life story and make sure everybody knows what I'm doing.
He wants everything through a puppy dog filter.
So I guess Friday night I got the confidence or the alcohol into me to ask what his number was, even though I really don't care.
That's a dangerous question. No
Yes.
matter what.
You're playing with
Yes,
fire
this
there.
was happening when we were at Masteries.
Oh shit.
So this was
So
like,
that's what you were wrapped up in when John
Yeah.
was kicking some guy's ass.
Yes.
Okay.
So he told me his number, which didn't bother me, but then he told me that the number, like a quarter of that number, had been between his last relationship and me.
Oh,
and that bothered me.
So like all of a sudden, like he went downhill super fast. Like he was racking up some.
So this last relationship was like months ago, weeks ago.
That is true. That's important.
It was over a year ago.
So over a year.
It was over a year ago, and it's not like his number's that big, but I have learned in this relationship that I'm a very jealous person. I had no idea that I was jealous, and only drunk me was bothered by this.
When you woke up in the morning, did you apologize?
Yes, but when we got home, I didn't even want to talk to him about it. I was stewing about it in the car before I fell asleep, and I kept thinking about it, and he asked me what was wrong.
Oh no.
And
God, that is the worst
And
when you
I-
know something's on her mind.
And I said, nothing. I don't want to talk about it right now when I'm drunk, because tomorrow it will not matter to me at all, which is true. It doesn't matter to me today.
But like most guys, he pressed the issue.
But he's like, let's communicate. So
That's
we
the
did.
thing. Like, you're trying to fix it. You're like, I can't go to bed until I know what's wrong.
So we talked about it. He laughed at me. We had sex and we were done.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, all right, wow.
Were you thinking about all the other girls you had sex with the last year while you guys were having sex? Or
Oh, ouch, man.
Sorry.
John likes to like just take a
You
story.
guys low blow, man.
how is that not on your mind? You guys just got done having hours long worth of argument about the amount of people he's having sex with, and then you had sex.
It wasn't an hour, or hours long. It was a 5-minute conversation maybe when we got home, but we talked about it at the bar, and then I just kept thinking about it. I really hate that I'm sharing a mic with the host right now. This isn't normal.
Well, we just don't have a lot of production.
Yeah, we don't have a whole
the
lot of
production
space over
value is
here.
low around.
Danielle wants to put her thoughts in on the.
Because you said that.
You got to be in that.
You got to be up in on it.
You got to eat it.
Sorry, guys. You just said that you asked him, but you didn't really care. But I think you care. That's why you asked. You're like, I don't really care. I just wanted to know. No, that's invalid. For sure.
You get a little drinky, and then you get curious.
Well,
That's my wife. by
I
the
did
way.
a similar thing with a girl I dated and asked her for her number and realized her number was about 4 times the amount of my number. And
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so this whole question is about like girls asking, does my number matter? From a girl's perspective, does my number matter? Does it matter to you guys, John and Dennis and Tyson for that matter?
I think on first glance, like if someone says their number and it's really high, it's off-putting to me.
Right.
But at the same time, you really have to look at it like when you're starting a new relationship, it's slate's wiped clean. I feel. Unless you have like AIDS, then you should probably mention it.
That carries through. Yeah, it does matter probably to a certain extent, but I will share this fact with you. Danielle and I have been together for almost 10 years, and the conversation has never once come up,
man.
and nor will it.
Maybe
ever.
it should come. Okay.
No.
I was gonna go there. I'm sorry.
His birthday is not the night.
No, and it's not even. I don't spend too much time dwelling on it, and I kind of feel like it's.
And you shouldn't.
Because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't
Okay,
matter.
you don't need to like argue the point that much. Okay, God.
What are you hiding, Danielle?
Yeah,
Oh my
seriously.
God.
It doesn't matter that it's 338. It just doesn't.
I do feel like triple digits is probably where I draw the line.
I actually don't know anybody with triple digits, but
wow, that's impressive.
I mean, there are people out there.
well, yeah, porn stars, but
Sure.
does that really count?
But so what do you is there a number that you guys will say like no, that's it, that's my threshold, like I won't date somebody past X number?
7.
7.
That's pretty
7?
low. Yeah.
I'm joking.
I guess you can't have sex with me.
I don't know. Like I said, if I'm in a serious,
John wants them fresh off the factory line.
I don't ever. If I think that's something that you either decide that you're going to go down that road or not. Because if I was in sort of any significant relationship, I wouldn't even ask the question. I don't think it is important probably, but I'm never going to ask the question to find out.
See, I go by yearly average. I feel like that there's a certain amount per year that you're allotted that's okay, and if you exceed that here, it's almost like leasing a car. You know what I mean? You got like 12,000 miles for that year, and if you go beyond that, you're gonna have to pay a little bit of overage on that.
But what about this? When you take those years and you consider with how many times a year, hypothetically, and you spread that across every year of your life,
Right.
At what age did you start?
Well, sure, yeah, you gotta have start like from start of being sexually active till present, and that's how you have to calculate. I feel like 6 a year, that's okay.
Six a year?
Well, goddamn,
But
Nicci
from
just
what
gave me a
age?
shitty look.
But from what age?
I mean, I guess from like 13 on, that's fine.
Yeah, but what if you don't have a significant other and they're just like single hookups? So then you only get laid 6 times a year?
Wait, yeah,
I'm just saying you're not allotting very much. You're not putting into
You think I'm being too lenient?
no, the opposite.
No, yeah, I think.
Or you think I'm being too strict?
Yeah, 6.
6 a year you think is too strict?
Nicci seems really
No,
upset.
you're
about-
talking 6 different people.
But if it's
here.
only
different
one
penises
time,
a year.
but if it's only one time, you have,
Okay, that's your
Oh,
own fault.
that's-
But
yeah.
think about if 6 people per year and you've been sexually active for 10 years, that's 60 people per year according to Jake's logic. You're a fucking whore.
No.
60 per year is not
Jesus. No, I think
6
that's
people per
6 a year.
That's 60 total. That's fine. 60 over 10 years.
what if-
Well, yes. Well, I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. This is
And there's a
I
hush. that
feel like
goes
this is
across the
devolving
room.
into some kind of like shit on Jake time.
We're all yes. We all have our different feelings about what the number is and how important it really should be. But I wanted to get something very serious, and I meant to address it right from the beginning of the show. And it's best since we have Tyson here because there are potentially people listening just for this reason. Potentially, I would hope not, but potentially.
oh, God.
Oh, dogfight. Is it
Someone's
dogfight?
here.
I thought there was a car stopping or
Oh,
something.
I thought it was your dogs killing each other.
Hey, by the way, put $5 on Big Blue for me.
Yeah.
Got the dog fighting going on in the back.
And that is Ryan Hoppy. in what happened with Ryan Hoppe last week. This is the first live show that we've done since.
Are we gonna call it the happening? Is that?
God damn
No,
it,
please
Jake.
don't.
I like the great podcast war of 2016 personally, but
It technically all started with Tyson, and I said this on our show that I felt the one person I felt the worst for was Tyson, because in a sense I threw him under the bus.
And he's the one who's caught in between the shows.
Yeah, he's caught in the crossfire.
I would like to apologize to you, Tyson. I don't know if I have officially yet, but
So, surprisingly, Hoppe still has him as his co-host on Monday.
no. So I don't really know where do we go with it, because I guess Hoppe has he's issued a formal apology of sorts.
I think we call that backpedaling. Is what we call that.
I call that backing down.
It's weird to hear it from his co-host.
Yeah, Monday only. Okay, it's a weekly. It's a thing. Okay,
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that way. I really don't know where things took a turn with him.
Well, and not only he sent out an apology, but an apology podcast, and it was clearly to like suck us off for about 25 minutes, because all he did the whole time is mention our names. He goes, I got Tyson from the Broken Table, a part of the Crowded Table, which is Dennis Walker and Jake here and John Senning. Like, he consistently did that.
He was overcompensating.
Yeah, basically.
Well, here's what it comes down to me. The things that were said, and like I had said, this didn't come out of nowhere because it was in the universe somewhat, but because of what was said, it led to this fight that is going to take place at the Mike Out the Punch Out, which, let's be honest, there's not even a date and or venue started
It's
yet.
still gonna happen.
So I will not be taking the position of Ryan Hoppe when I say, I'm not going to come out and say, we're cool, bro. Like, you pimped our podcast, and that's the way that it is.
like we've done for him in the past.
Yeah, there were some things that he said and tweeted and that went down with the whole thing with Drew that leave a bad taste in my mouth. So whenever the date comes about, I look forward to and I'm excited to fight the Ryan Hoppe.
What do you think your chances are of winning?
I would like to think that they're really fucking good.
Well, supposedly at this point, he now has a trainer.
Yeah, which...
Well, that was like the biggest bitch move I've ever seen in my life, is him going straight to Facebook and like after your argument on
Yeah.
Drew's show, going straight to Facebook and being like, does anybody know a good boxing trainer in the area?
That's pretty good.
Is that how it
That's
sounded on
pretty
Facebook?
Good. That's pretty good. That was a pretty good...
That's how I read it.
No, and the thing is, I'll be honest, this whole thing has made me question Ryan Hoppe, because in the beginning, I think you remember, I was a big detractor of his, and then somewhere became a huge supporter of his,
Right.
spreading the good word.
Maybe even a fan.
A fan, yeah, spreading his good word. And now I just find myself not knowing.
There are waves with Hoppe. That's just kind of how it goes.
Is someone grilling the hot dogs yet?
Oh,
Yeah.
this guy over here.
You want to know, that is, we should probably address that, because it is my birthday, and you did bring the hot dogs. Our boy Joe brought... You guys are when it comes to, who really cares? Dennis brings Oscar Mayer, which is bottom of the barrel.
Dude, they were on sale.
Let me
You
finish.
brought Oscar
Let me
Mayer?
finish. Let me
But they
fin-
were full beef.
Let me finish.
100%.
Let me finish. Jake steps up his game, brings Nathan's. Okay, that's okay. With both of you bring Publix brand buns. My boy Joe brings Omaha steak quality beef franks with gourmet bakery fresh baked buns.
He had them in his fridge. It wasn't like he just went out and bought them specifically for you as a birthday thing.
Joe, come here.
And are we not going to talk about the Wisconsin cheese brats? Like, come on.
No,
those
I'm
are
representing over here.
They're all really great, but Joe, when you could have saved those for yourself, but what went through your mind when you chose nothing but the best for your friend's birthday?
Dude, as somebody who appreciates the fine meats off the grill, I knew that this would be a real treat for you, and I had to share, of course.
Wait, did he bring buns too?
Oh, he brought gourmet, like, bakery fresh buns, not fucking Publix brand bullshit
Well,
like
I did.
Jake.
Well,
I
now
got those specifically for the.
thank you.
Now I'm feeling a little step. Joe, how many exactly did you bring?
I think it's a pack of 6, maybe.
Oh, 6? Really?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So-
a quarter of the party.
so-
I
so,
brought goddamn 32 hot dogs, 32 buns of the highest quality. Nathan Skinless, 100% all beef fucking Franks, motherfucker.
And I brought 16 Oscar Mayer dogs.
Yeah, so while
that can go to the fucking dogs.
While
dude. That don't go to
while
Brody,
you and all your
Dennis.
friends are eating those, Joe and I will be enjoying Omaha steak, high quality beef franks. And Tyson did bring Johnsonville brats as well.
Now
Did you,
those- yeah.
Wait, did you bring the cheese stuffed?
Wisconsin cheese brats, yes.
So they have cheese in them.
That's a
Yeah.
And just let me emphasize this: not just cheese, Wisconsin cheese.
I know you're from Wisconsin, but
It's all different, man. It's different. It's a different world.
Is it really?
better?
Does Aaron Rodgers come and like rub his nuts on the Wisconsin cheese? Is that what?
I don't know. I didn't see any hair in there.
I don't know what any of you are here talking about. So you actually did prep some things out that you legitimately wanted to talk
Yeah,
about.
I thought there's some good stuff.
You
to
actually
talk about.
legitimately wanted to talk about that will probably lead to something great, and one of them being the dude from Star Trek, who I guess was he in
Todd Thomas. Yeah.
Was that what he was?
Yeah, that's a movie.
I thought he was in like High School Musical or something.
I don't think so. He was in a kick-ass movie I just saw recently called Green Room, which is really
nice.
good.
Anton Yelchin, the guy who died, he died with $1.4 million, but left no will and left no money to a single family member, and it was like a freak accident. His Jeep rolled over him and killed him.
Yeah, really weird. It killed him in his own driveway.
Yeah, it was like he was walking away and the car rolled backwards and pinned him or something. I don't.
So we've talked a little bit about stuff like this before, but what we're really getting to with the talk of no will is what, you know, I don't think anybody at this table is leaving too much behind, but of the things you do have,
I got shit.
Who are you leaving it to? Jake, you're the one here who owns a home, so you probably have stuff. But how about for the sake of the argument, we say that you and Lauren die together?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm just
like that.
saying.
That's more romantic.
You would
yeah.
think that you're going to leave probably everything.
Well, that'd be the tricky thing anyway, to split between her and my brother and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I mean, I think most of my shit goes to my brother. Honestly, he'll probably throw half of it away.
But the thing of it is, legally, I don't know that it goes to your brother.
Oh, yeah, like who does it automatically go
Right,
to?
because you don't have a will, right? Like none of us have wills, right?
No, I don't.
I have a will, yeah. I work on it regularly.
You're joking. I know you're joking.
You better start now that you're 30, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. By the way, happy birthday to you.
Thanks, man.
But
Again.
legally, I think it goes to your parents.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
So good luck with your brother trying to get it. I mean,
I don't know. It's one of those weird things too because
Your parents are going to take it, and your brother will never get it then.
well, yeah, no, they probably. My brother would find a way to get away from my parents' grubby hands, but
I would imagine though it goes either next of kin or before. You can't just be like, oh, it goes to John, unless you have it in your will.
Oh, so who do you want it to go to? That's the question. Not if you
Right.
die suddenly, who is it might go to?
yeah, I mean, I would want it to go to my brother only because
What else do you have? Can you have anything else exciting? So the truck and the condo
Yeah, I
go
got-
to your brother
yeah.
And his cats.
and your cats.
Oh God, I forgot about it. No, my brother would kill my
You
cats.
should probably put a will in there just saying that you want the cats put down.
Oh Jesus!
I want them burned with me.
No, set free.
I want them mixed up in my urn.
We need to get your brother in here for the first time ever. Come sit with us, man. Come sit with. We need to dig inside the mind that is Jake's brother, Jordan.
Okay.
This has been a long time coming.
How you doing, buddy? Really good. Here, bring it right in.
Yeah, you got to be right in on there.
Happy
And
birthday, John. How you doing today?
Here, can I get some slack? On
I
this
don't know what the cables are caught in. You
This is the crowded table.
We were
after all.
talking. We were just talking about if Jake died in a fiery crash or some sort of terrible way, what would he do with all his
Lauren
things?
died too.
Yeah, Lauren's dead too. Who would he leave his things to? And he said that he would leave everything to you.
So the question is, who would you leave your stuff to, Jordan?
Is Jake still alive in this?
No, Jake's dead.
Oh man. There's really my best friend Jeff. Absolutely Jeff.
Oh, Spider Jones?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, here's what I want to
Leave it
ask
to
you.
a guy named Spider to get all your stuff.
Because I've got a bunch of bullshit that you think is gay. Like, what would you do with like all my Magic the Gathering cards?
Oh, that'd be gone immediately.
You take him to a pawn shop and get like 50 cents for the whole set.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. I really doubt.
But here's the real question: if Lauren and I are both gone, what do you do with the cats?
Oh, they're way gone. Hopefully they died with you guys.
I've caught Jordan like pumping in carbon monoxide into our condo just to try to suffocate the cats before.
You caught that? It didn't work, but
I kind of think that I would leave most of everything if I think we're insinuating that you die with your significant other.
Right.
Because I don't have, outside of that.
Yeah, so Dennis, you just pick one of the random girls you're fucking, and we'll count that as your significant other for right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what I have of importance. That I have my wrestling figures, which I might leave to Tyson.
I mean, you got your Coors, your Coors banquet can collection.
You
there.
guys talking about all the crap you and what about the money? Where's your money go?
what money?
Yeah, you're insinuating that there's like
Dennis,
stacks of money.
We work in radio. What money are you talking
Are
about?
you sitting on some sort of life savings?
I've got like a savings account built up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then where's your money go then?
Well,
I mean, you are working the stock market these days.
If I had to let my money go, I would give it to my mom because I think my mom.
Yeah, you better pay that lady back for all the years.
I just think my mom would do the right. Like she would know how to separate it to like whoever needs it. Like it'd probably go to my mom and she would put it to both my sisters, and spread it out evenly. The thing of it is, with this dude who died, how much did he have? 1.4 million.
$1.4 million. Yeah.
How do you not have a will if you have 1.4 million dollars? You idiot! Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry because he's dead, and that might be too soon.
well, I mean,
but
you don't. I mean, when you're young and dumb, you don't think that your car is going to roll over you and kill you.
I guess that's true, but as soon as I amass like over $1 million, boom, you go to a lawyer. Like, how are his lawyers not telling him to get a will? I'm sure he has lawyers.
Well, and here's the crazy thing too, is because it was such a freak accident. I guess the that specific Jeep Cherokee has been recalled before because of the parking brake issue. Yeah, so his parents are actually now going after Fiat Chrysler and are suing them. So, like, they stand to make a lot more money than that 1.4 that's sitting there. And in fact, I imagine that 1.4 is going to go a lot to just the legal fees for getting that money. So, I mean, we're talking about a lot more than 1.4 million.
And we're not dealing in types of money quite like that. So.
No.
I mean, not yet anyway. I mean, this podcast is going to make us rich and famous, but
Yeah, I wanted to also touch on something. I haven't heard the full story yet, but I guess Dennis assaulted physically and mentally a Cheesecake Factory. There's many different layers to the reason why I want to discuss this. Because first of all, the most important thing that we need to discuss is that you were at the Cheesecake Factory with who?
With Haley, who is my ex.
For what occasion?
It was her birthday.
I mean,
so your ex what? Because she's clearly your girlfriend now.
Kevin,
what is she your ex of?
Come over, Kevin.
Yeah,
our boy Kevin Case-Law. He's somewhat close to the situation. I feel like he should have some commentary on this as well. So Kevin, in your personal opinion, being outside the situation, if you take a girl to the Cheesecake Factory for her birthday, what does that usually tell said girl?
Like what's your relationship with that girl?
Cheesecake Factory.
If you're willing to drop that kind of money on her, you better get something at the end of the night.
You don't know whether I paid her or not.
Oh, wait. That is a good question. Did you go out to Cheesecake Factory with her on her birthday and not pay?
Did you guys go Dutch?
No, I paid.
Okay, I was about to punch you in the face if you didn't pay.
Who'd you take to the Cheesecake Factory?
Haley.
For her birthday.
I thought you guys broke up.
We did.
Oh, see? There you go.
But they're still having sex. He had dinner with her
So you didn't break
mom.
up?
They're together still.
No, we did break up. We were broken up. We were
You
not.
took her to the Cheesecake Factory?
That's where she wanted to go. It's her birthday.
Why isn't her boyfriend taking her out on her
She doesn't
birthday?
have a boyfriend.
Right, because you're filling that goddamn space right now.
Did you take her to go play with your dogs as well at your mom's house?
I hate that you're here, Nicci.
Dude. Dennis, what the fuck?
What's wrong with you?
He didn't even tell us that.
Really hate that you're here, Nicci.
Dude, Nicci is everything I want to be. She's got the dirt. She can go deeper than even I.
Can I say this? Okay, I told her she loves my dog. What girl doesn't love? What girl doesn't love
Did you
animals?
hear
What girl doesn't love abused dogs that never get fed?
What?
Some skinny, shaking mutts at your mom's house.
It looks like a freaking
Here's the thing.
Sarah McLachlan
Yeah, it looks like an
commercial.
ASPCA ad. Yeah, who doesn't love that?
I will say though, the only reason he took her there was so he could get some packages, but she doesn't know that. She thinks that she's going to hang out with his dogs.
I had 2 Amazon packages delivered to my mom's house. I had to go get them.
I thought Nicci was making a very clever sex
Yeah,
joke.
packages,
I thought you were
yeah.
just going there to bang, actually, at your mom's place.
No, I physically needed
But
to.
really, the fact that you were out on a date
I got new shoes.
with your... Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, they're pretty sexy.
That you did that's beside the point, because can you please tell us what happened to the waiter and why you...
Okay,
why you
Cheesecake
abused him?
Factory is known for being like a little bit classier, right?
It's also
Well, yeah.
bullshit.
Also a place you take like dates, girlfriends.
Whatever. I just know it. I know it to be a little bit classier than you're just a Chili's or an.
Who chose it?
I proposed to my wife at the goddamn Chili's. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's true.
In the parking lot at that.
She chose the Cheesecake Factory. The thing is, so they bring out bread, right? Like Outback, any of those nice places, they bring you bread first. Dude, our waitress took like 30 minutes just to get us some fucking bread, and I was so mad about it because she kept coming by and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna bring you the bread when it's fresh." But I continuously saw other waitresses bringing bread to other tables. So I'm telling Haley, if this bitch doesn't bring us some fucking bread,
This bitch.
she ain't getting the goddamn
My
tip.
gosh,
I
dude.
was-
Have you never worked in a restaurant?
I
Things
was
happen.
so hungry, and that's what Haley kept saying. Oh, well, you don't know what's going on in the back.
She works in a restaurant.
She's a current server. Like, yeah, she's doing it right now.
She serves right now. But here's my thing. Sure, I don't know what's going on in the back. Maybe something's crazy. But she doesn't know what's going on in the back, too. That bitch could be outside smoking a cigarette for all I know, coming back in and being like, I'll get you your bread, I swear.
She might be going out smoking a cigarette, but she's on a 14-hour goddamn shift.
You don't know that.
I do, because I'm a manager at a goddamn restaurant. I know how it's like.
Jake manages a West Shore Pizza, so he knows that he knows your Cheesecake Factory waitress has had a hard day.
She's gonna go get a smoke real quick, and maybe she is in fact waiting for you to get fresh bread. Why are you gonna take it out on her? There's zero incentive for a waiter or waitress not to get you your food as quickly as possible.
Okay.
There's zero incentive.
But then our food gets there, and I'm happy, because now the food's there, and
All right.
I'm eating, I'm good.
Papa Bear needs his porridge.
Then we're done, and I'm waiting for her to come by and just ask me for a box, or if she can get me the check or something, and I have to wait another fucking 30 minutes just to get the check. And
That is rough. And that is nice. Why Chili has a little thing where you can slide your card on the table.
Yeah, well, that's really great. Wait, Dennis, did you take into consideration that maybe she's giving you time to like?
Why is he so mad?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying, you're at the goddamn Cheesecake Factory. She's giving you time to finger your girlfriend in the goddamn booth before she brings in the check.
No, but
that's what it's for.
That is a
That's
fair.
what the Cheesecake Factory is there for.
Let's steer away from Jake's rage to ask the real question. Did you give her that birthday D on her special birthday dinner night when you took her out to Cheesecake Factory?
She started her period.
Oh, on the day?
Yeah, no, not on the date.
By the way, happy birthday, John.
Yeah. But on the date of her birthday, yes, she did start her period.
Did you pay for the meal?
Yes, I paid for the meal, Kevin. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it was important to bring that home, though.
Yeah, no, I did not have sex with her, and I still paid. So was it worth
Damn,
it?
she's using you, man.
Look, here's how I see it. If I would have gone out with you for dinner on your birthday, I would have paid for your dinner too. So
I think you paid for my dinner on Father's Day once.
yeah, I did, because you're my father, just like she's my friend, and on her birthday, I paid for her food.
Can I just say, by the way, before we get off this, that I feel like Cheesecake Factory is bullshit?
Why do you? Well, I would agree with you at this point because the waitress staff sucks.
Okay, well,
Was it the one in Brandon?
Yes.
I actually like that one.
It's weird that I've never been to a Cheesecake Factory.
dude, don't go. It's fucking useless. You
Very expensive.
You boil. It's expensive, and you get to
God,
boil
he's so
your
angry.
own meat.
No,
Wait,
you're
what?
no, you're thinking of a different thing.
That's,
Thinking of the melting pot.
God damn it. God damn
This
it.
whole story is Jake's been thinking of the melting pot.
You fucked it all up, Jake.
I take back everything I said about the Cheesecake Factory.
He's like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Actually,
That waitress probably was being a cunt that day.
yeah. That's
Thanks, Jake.
yeah. That.
Good job, Jake. But I mean, maybe next time.
Well, I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory either.
What's
but
crazy is I thought John was gonna take the "I used to be a server" stance, but really Jake got really mad about
No,
that.
because I've
I think it was just
almost
pent up rage at the goddamn melting pot.
I've almost abandoned that server in me because it does not take much for me to get super impatient, and a lot of it is just because I get old and I'm old and I get hangry now.
Well, I thought maybe that was my issue, but I kept saying to Haley, to me, what I tip based on, and maybe this is a horrible thing to tip based on, is how full my drink is at all times. So if it takes her a long time to get me something to drink, first of all, that's a pain in my ass. And then if I'm less than half down, you should be asking me if I want another drink. Like, I would just be constantly walking around if I was a server and be like, hey, you want me to top you off? You want me to top you off here on your Diet Coke?
Oh, because you got all the time in the world. You've only got one table, and you're the only focus of that person's attention.
I didn't see this lady ever. She never brought us our bread. Well, she brought us our bread eventually.
Listen,
but-
I'm not saying you didn't have a bad experience there, but judging by how full your glass is a shitty meter for tipping your waiter, your
Is it
server.
though?
I've got to. I really think this is great. I'm sorry that you got so upset. I'm glad that you had a great dinner with your girlfriend on her birthday.
Yes, okay.
Sorry, she started a period. But I really want to get to something else that has been on my mind, and you brought it up during this story, and I think Nicci can shine some light on this as well. Last week we touched on the fact that Jake and his wife Lauren are quitting smoking, and God bless Jake's heart. He has down to 6 cigarettes a day, which sounds like a real fucking
down. It sounds like you're humping right back up.
Lauren has officially dipped out completely.
She was sitting down a second ago. Now she's out.
She does not want to be. So what I really wanted to know is, we know that Nicci and Jake, you have somewhat of a smoking history together, and we were down.
Listen, we have a secret history. We do things that you guys aren't supposed to know about.
So Friday night when we were downtown, Nicci, did Jake offer you any smokes?
I don't think Jake and I even spoke.
We barely. I mean, you were pretty busy sucking face with your boyfriend.
We did not kiss in front of you guys once.
Just on their Snapchats.
No, but
Just his cheek.
I learned my lesson from the last time I think we went out downtown, not to offer Nicci any cigarettes. I mean, that line was drawn before.
Yeah, the guys pretty much threatened him.
they were like coming after me like older brothers with shotguns.
My 3 dads.
Yeah, you just asked the question, and I immediately thought, well, of course Jake offered her cigarettes. He offers me cigarettes every day too.
I knew that there's small children walking by, whatever.
But she's conquered her habit. I was just wondering if you had any pointers for Jake and his wife to beat the habit.
Well, I can say that I smoked a pack a day pretty much from... I started smoking at 12.
See, that's earlier than me.
Yeah, I started smoking at 12 in 6th grade.
Wow, what was the reasoning?
I was hanging out with 8th graders and they were smoking, and I thought
Because
it was cool.
it looks fucking cool,
Yeah.
Dennis. That's why.
Then I smoked on and off casually with friends, but I started back probably about 20.
Yeah.
Maybe actually like 19, and I was smoking easily a pack a day. I'm a chain smoker. You guys have witnessed that when I do smoke, when I'm drunk, I'm still a chain smoker.
When Nicci lets loose, she lets loose.
Yeah. So I I worked at Best Buy and Geek Squad, which is even worse. Like the stress level, you'd have a 5-minute break, you'd go outside and smoke like 3 cigarettes in a row.
The Geek Squad's getting real rough, guys. I gotta get out for a smoker real quick.
And then you go back in. I quit cold turkey.
Did you
Smoking or Geek Squad?
Both. Both. But I quit cold turkey. I went from a pack a day to nothing.
See, that's the tough thing for me. Like, I honestly, I sweat too much. I work in the kitchen. It's hot as hell. I'm sweating all the time. I can't wear a patch. It slides right off.
So it's so hot, you need to smoke more hot air.
I mean, I know it's an addiction, and it's the fixation that is a lot of it.
Yeah.
Lollipops, chew some damn gum.
Have you ever thought about taking up sucking dick?
I was going to say that's a good option. Well, I'm also wondering, how about Lauren? As she's sitting over here?
She's got the vape, though. I mean, she rocks the vape.
That's the thing. She's a hardcore vapist.
Don't fucking play around with the vape. I pulled up here, and Jake and his wife were smoking outside.
Yeah,
so.
I will say, us talking about this was sabotaged and set up all by Dennis.
That's true. So the thing is, I want to know if Jake's down to, what you said, 6 cigarettes? Because when we first started, you were down to 4. If you're back up to 6.
No, I don't know that it's 6. I think when we went downtown, it was probably 6. I was drinking
6 a day. So I want to know, what is Lauren's number a day?
Let's see. 2 at lunch.
Okay.
And then about 4 in the evenings, 4 or 5, depending.
So you're about at 6.
Yeah, so I guess you guys are even. So what needs to happen to get you guys to be fully done smoking?
You're just pushing it too far. We've pushed it too far.
I want to help these guys.
My question is, why don't you guys just throw out the cigarettes, do a deep cleaning in your house? Because I heard on a podcast that you guys smoke in your house.
Yeah, it is
so
kinda
clean
gross.
everything, throw out everything, and just like start it.
I'd love that.
Yeah, see? Fucking
And
do that.
So is it Jake or?
No, don't say
Is
this
it Jake?
weekend.
That's the question. If you had to say, do you think it's more Jake?
What, smoking inside?
No. Just the smoking in
am I
general.
the bad influence?
Who's holding who down?
I would definitely say you smoke a lot more than I do.
I do, yeah.
But when it comes to quitting, I'm the bitch.
She's more of a baby about quitting than I am. Like when we're quitting together, I'm tougher about it, but I'm also, when I break hard. Like last time we quit, we were pretty good for a while. Then all of a sudden we had a couple drinks. I'm like,
I just see Jake like smoking like 4 at a time. Like,
dude, I mean, you're lighting one with the end of the other and just burning it down.
You're so hardcore.
What flavor of vape is that?
It's a sugar pecan.
Could you blow it in my face real quick?
Sure.
Oh, I just want to smell it.
Take it in, Dennis.
Could you also blow some of that smoke in his face too?
Oh my
gosh!
I can't breathe. Well, I think I just got cancer. So.
Dennis' face disappeared.
That was
White Girl Wasted by Cloud Chucker.
Oh,
In a 6.
It did smell really good.
there was
though.
nicotine in there. You're gonna die.
Is there?
Yeah, there's nicotine in that shit.
Oh my gosh, you're addicted.
Do you have cigarettes? I need some right now.
I got some cowboy killers for you, buddy. We'll be all right.
All right. I think we've established the birthday party atmosphere here, and I think we've set the ground, and we can now say goodbye to everybody. What do you think?
Happy birthday, John.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I think it's time. I mean,
We got hot dogs to grill.
It is my birthday. There's hot dogs to grill.
You don't get to choose when this podcast ends, John.
I'm gonna be eating Joe's specially provided Omaha steak while you guys feast on Oscar Mayer, whatever it is you guys brought. And
Can I eat the Omaha steak when you're gonna give your girlfriend?
she's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
And
tonight she's
thank
not.
you to Nicci for bringing the ice cream cake too.
Oh yeah. Also,
I heard rumors you were bringing a cake. That happened?
Actually, Nicci came to me and said, "Hey, can I bring a cookie cake?" And I said, "How about an ice cream cake?"
Yeah, I think it kind of put a rift between us because she even texted me and said, "Hey, do you want a cookie cake or do you want what Dennis asked for, the ice cream cake?"
Is that true? Is that
I never want Dennis to be right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Even though we're such good friends, I don't want him to be right.
I don't either. I should have went against what I actually wanted just for him to be wrong.
But you got the ice cream cake, right?
Yeah,
I did. I went to 2 different stores to find an ice cream cake.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I wanted a different one.
Are there different flavors of ice cream cake? Or is it? What flavor did we get?
I got the classic one, which is delicious, but they had a seasonal one.
But what is classic?
Seasonal. What?
It's like half vanilla, half chocolate, but it has
That sounds great.
It has all the little crummy things.
Oh yeah, cookie crumbs in the middle.
What's the seasonal though?
It was all chocolate, and it was like the Fudgy the Whale, but in a smaller version.
I've never had that.
I don't know anything about that.
Good shit.
I don't know anything about the whale.
Next week on the Crowded Table, we review the Carvel ice cream cake.
Are we doing table scrap style?
I don't know. We might actually do that at some point. I think everybody should probably drink a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I think we need a
and
couple
then
more
you can hear
beers.
the table scraps, or we'll do the table scraps that you will hear later this week.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter at One Crowded Table. Follow me at The John Senning. Make sure you listen to The Broken Table, the best, hottest, newest, soon-to-be world-famous wrestling podcast.
You can follow me, Dennis, at Dennis_sucks.
Follow me, Jake, at TCT_Jake.
Ooh, yeah, okay. And happy birthday to me.
Yeah, I think we normally do like an audio insertion where we just put some random audio at the end. I think today's audio insertion should be a happy birthday song to John.
Oh,
Everybody get over here.
So I think everyone
You start singing, Dennis. Ready?
I'll do
You
it.
start singing loud.
Dennis is going to
Everybody-
kick it off.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John Senning. I don't know. We didn't agree on what. Happy birthday to you and many more. Were you pointing the mic at your dog?
Yeah, he sings sometimes.
Okay, cool. This is the greatest thing ever because I've wanted to do a table scraps with just me and girls the whole time. So this is the first time that I get to say this is a Dennis with girls thing. This is great because we're all girls here.
Well, it's one for the girls table
It
scraps.
really is. It's just all ladies. The thing about table scraps is I haven't really thought about what to talk about.
It's
so
okay. That's what table scraps is.
It is. But I mean, I usually try to think about what I'm going to talk about before I do.
So we could talk about that one question about the balls question.
The balls question?
Remember how you guys talked about it, one for the girls, and like something that guys don't like
Yeah,
sexually?
that's what we should do. Is
So
I
we
should
could
just
do
ask
that.
you all the one for the
We
girls
could do
questions
that.
we've ever done. Yeah.
One
this-
for the guys with the girls.
It's for the
I'm
it's
sorry.
one for
This
the girls.
is this is a girls only table scraps. Okay. That includes me, Jake. Sorry, Jake tried to butt into the table scraps, and look. He's all right. What you got something to say?
Go.
What? Well, what is it? Okay, it's nothing. Thank
Don't
you.
tell John.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
tell
let's
John.
edit all this out.
No, we don't have to edit anything out. That's the greatest thing. I was just trying
I
to
know.
let everyone know that I have a bond with Nicci.
No, we have
We're
a
like best fucking friends now.
Yeah, we talk about everything.
Yeah, that's it. I tell Nicci everything. Does Jake tell you everything?
Yeah.
That seemed like a not so sure whether he does or not, but
That was he tells me too much.
so I'm trying to think of what other things we've talked about. Oh yeah, you want to talk about the balls, right?
Yeah, let's talk about balls.
Yes.
Balls.
So the other day you did the one for the girls, and what's something that guys don't like that girls do sexually?
Something that girls think guys like,
Oh,
but
yeah.
guys don't actually like it. And we were saying ball play. That a lot of girls, I think, and since I have you two here, it's great to ask. I think a lot of girls believe that ball play is something that men want and crave. But I hate ball play if it's too extreme.
I mean, like, can I get candid? Because, I mean, like,
When you say, yeah, you can say whatever you want.
I mean, like, when I'm blowing Jake, he craves a nice light squeeze.
Well, a squeeze?
Yeah, like not a hard.
See,
squeeze,
for-
just a light,
Some guys
gentle-
like squeeze.
To me, the squeeze is what turns me off. I'm very afraid of the squeeze.
He wants the squeeze.
When I was 16, 17, maybe, I dated a girl and we had never done any kind of ball stuff, and she went down and put an entire ball in her mouth and then did a sucking motion, which to me was excruciatingly painful. And I
Really?
realized, I don't like it. They're sensitive.
Sexually, you're very weird though. You like to have sex and don't always meet the
Finish? I don't always finish.
You don't
Climax.
always finish.
Yeah, but
So I mean, you're an anomaly yourself.
no, I don't think most guys like ball play. I can tell you, Kevin, for a fact, doesn't like ball
Well,
play.
he's a
Kevin,
nut
you
buster.
like
That's
ball
why.
play?
Yeah, Kevin's dating a nut. Well, dating. I don't know
nut
that
goblin?
they're dating,
Okay,
but
seeing
a nut demon.
So she doesn't do it well.
I don't know if that's.
I was about to say,
I've
yeah,
never,
that's the other thing is, if you don't enjoy ball play, she's not doing it right.
That's actually a really interesting question, a statement you're making, because even blowjobs in general, I've gotten blowjobs from certain girls where I thought for a while I just didn't like blowjobs.
No, they're just not blowing you right.
As it turns out, they really weren't,
No.
because I've gotten other blowjobs that are fucking
I'm telling you,
fantastic.
from what I know about your
Body, my sexual body.
your
Grave digger?
sexuality, you seem to not get with girls who know
Know
what they're doing. And
I like a girl who's a little inexperienced.
well, I mean,
hot.
obviously you don't because you don't enjoy it very much.
Here's the thing: you can be inexperienced, but still know what you're doing. It's about communication.
That's very true.
Okay, so you're saying it's all my fault.
No, she hasn't asked you.
Does
what,
this feel good,
Yeah,
or-
does it feel good?
I remember the first time I ever blew a guy. I literally started kind of blowing on him because I didn't it's called a blowjob.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to do. I just
Well,
let you
I was
know.
like, I don't want to say how young I was, but I remember thinking
what am I supposed to do with this wiener?
What am I doing?
I guess because
So.
I was a lot older, I'd done a lot of research and
Right.
heard a lot. So
Well, and I would say that when I was younger, I think I knew what I was doing sexually to girls, mostly through porn, though. Like I watched.
But that's not a source. That is porn. Is
You
not a
you
source.
say it's not, but there are certain things like you just know what you are supposed to be at least looking for. So if I watch a porn where a guy's going down on a girl, I can see. Oh, that's what I should be like. That's the area I should be concentrating around. Is whatever they're
Fair
doing for the most part. And I'm not saying it's 100% watch some porn and all of a sudden you're an expert, but at least I knew hey, girls seem to like this. So
Fair. I'll give you that.
But the thing with the balls is I don't like a hard grip, but a light, like a tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a
I
little flick.
I don't know. No, I don't know how to say this without it sounding absolutely disgusting. But imagine a cow just licking just a. Just like a
fat
quick
tongue across your scrotum.
right up. Yes, yes,
I
that
love
feels good.
I love how you go cow, not like a dog
not a-
or a cat licking you.
Well, because when I imagine cows licking, I feel like they do a longer, lick. Like a
a
dog's
giraffe
a
tongue?
dog is a quick lick. No, the cow's got the long lick.
Okay, like a giraffe lick.
Yeah. Like so. Imagine holding a leaf up to a giraffe and it's got that tongue out and it just grazes your hand. That's what I want to happen to my balls. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
I don't want them in the mouth. I don't want them in your hands.
If we ever hook you up with some bitch in the future, we'll be like,
We'll
you know
let
what?
'em
You
know.
gotta- you
Whisper it
gotta
into her
giraffe
ears?
it. You
Let
gotta
'em know.
giraffe it.
Yeah.
Okay, there was another one for the girls question that I don't know that we've ever done it, but I had read it online, and the question was, do guys feel it when they come?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would if you've ever wondered that, yes, it's essentially like peeing, but in bursts.
That would be like the dumbest question ever.
Well, not really, because I would then pose the question to a girl: is do you feel it when you get wet?
Well,
do you actually not
I have
oh my
heard-
panties are wet?
I've heard on forums, stuff like
On
that.
forums.
On forums, I do a lot of redditing. That a female clitoral orgasm is very close to a regular male orgasm, and that a female
With semen?
vaginal orgasm is close to a male prostate orgasm.
I've never had a male prostate orgasm,
Well,
so
you're missing out then, aren't you?
that's maybe what I've been told, but I don't know that I want to get
You
into
gotta
that
be secure in
territory.
your
Wait.
sexuality, buddy.
But you're so into butt stuff
I
on
love
girls.
butt stuff on girls, but I've never really done butt stuff. I've never had it in the reverse.
Like anything at all.
No, I dated a couple of girls who tried. They tried to.
I'm not even saying digits or anything. Like no
tongue, no rim
tongue.
jobbing?
Yeah.
No,
Tossing salad?
My thing is, I don't want a girl to have to put her mouth down there.
Well, that's why take
I'm a
care of
hairy.
yourself.
I can't. I'm a hairy,
If
disgusting
a girl
mess down.
really genuinely wants to bang you, or if she genuinely loves you, she'll put up with your hair.
But I don't know that I even like that. Is the thing.
Well, that you got to try it.
You have to try
never
it.
know
No,
until you try.
If a girl really comes to me and is like, I love eating ass, like I just love doing it. It's my favorite thing ever. Will you let me do it? I guess I'll take the precautions to do it. But no girl has ever come to me and said that. And I'm not gonna. To me, I'm not gonna approach a girl and be like, man, I would love it if you would just shove your tongue down my hairy
if
butt
you
crack.
put that on your Tinder profile, I bet
You think
you'll
I'll get some hits if I do it that way?
Do it for a week. Just put it up there for a week.
Sorry,
and see what
John. We're doing
happens.
a one for the girls. It's just all girl podcast right now. So he just walked by. You know.
Yeah, he saw like 5 minutes ago.
He looked a little mad. Oh, I don't know. He just seemed mad that we were doing it, but he can eat my butthole.
I mean, it's his birthday.
No, that's true. Butt stuff. No, I love butt stuff on the girls, but not onto myself. I did date a girl who tried to put her finger there, but I don't know. And
That's not how you start things.
well, she did it because I had done it to her, so she was like, "Oh, let me repay the favor," and or like, "I want to see how it feels for you." And for me, it's like, I don't know if it's a gay thing that
It has nothing to do with being
I know
gay.
that.
You're
I know
into
that.
chicks, aren't you? You
I-
love yourself some pussy,
I'm
okay? But you
very-
can totally love a finger in the ass. That's
I know.
totally straight of you.
And you know what? I don't oppose any straight male who can take a finger in their butt and feel great about it. I think that's great and that's good for you. And I know a guy who once had a girl put her nipple in his butthole.
What?
But yeah, I know, dude. I know some weird people, but that doesn't change how I feel about them. You know, I know that I don't think they're like gay for it or anything, but there's something about me. I don't know what it is that once the penetration happens,
Every single dude who has that same mindset as you isn't quite secure in their sexuality.
what are you trying to say about me here?
You're gay.
See, that's not fair if you're saying that I'm gay because I don't want butt stuff. That's like the opposite of what
All I'm saying
being
is
gay
be comfortable enough with yourself to try it.
But what if I'm comfortable enough not having to do it?
You know what? That's fine. That is
You know what I mean?
okay.
Like if I'm totally fine with just blowjobs and like other stuff.
I mean, has a girl ever the part between? I don't even know what the technical
The
term is.
ABC, the ass ball connector.
Yes.
The gooch, the taint.
Okay.
The grundle.
Yeah.
The fleshy fun
okay,
bridge.
there's a lot of words for that. Names. Has anybody ever like licked that
Licked it? No.
or kissed it?
Perineal
Kissed it?
Kissed it? No.
Like put their finger up.
Just take
Okay.
a thumb and just gentle circles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you like
Yes.
that, right?
No, wait. Hold on. Let's don't jump to conclusions here. So let's go back to that 17-year-old me who had his balls sucked. Same girl. Jake, stop staring at me like that.
Go away.
Same girl giving me a blowjob tells me that her cousin who's older told her if she rubs the taint area while I'm finishing, I will have an amazing, fantastic orgasm like one I've never experienced before. So I said, all right, I'll let you finger my taint area, I'll let you rub around in there. And so she did, and I finished, and it did 0 for me. It was no different than a regular
maybe
orgasm.
she wasn't doing it right.
You could be right. I don't know.
All your experiences are from a 17-year-old girl that was a virgin when she met you.
That is okay. That's true.
So you're 25 now?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm 24. I'm gonna be
24.
25
You're
soon.
about to be 25. You're in a different league of women at the moment.
Yeah.
You're with
Very
women
true.
now, not girls.
There's a lot of communication that can happen nowadays.
Yeah, you guys are right. But how? Okay, then how do I approach it to a girl? This is my question for you, since you are both girls who apparently are so fine with touching other dudes' buttholes. How do I approach a girl that I'm sleeping with? Even better yet, one night stand. Maybe not. Okay, girl I'm dating. How do I approach her and in the right way to tell her that I want butt stuff on myself?
Are we talking about the girl you took out for birthday dinner or a girl you're dating? Like which kind of girl are we talking about? Somebody who you have to teach everything to, or some girl?
Yeah, about to say, like, are you going for like another fucking virgin,
Yeah,
like the last
who are you
chick?
gonna take
or,
Well, okay, how about I don't know if she's I don't know
okay.
how experienced
well,
she is.
I think at that point you be honest. You just straight up say like, "Hey,
will you put your thumb in my butt?
Yeah, like you want to try something a little different? Like see where the night
Nicci?
takes us.
Like I personally, the guy I'm dating right now, I went for that without.
Yeah, like that's my thing. Is if you really want it, just kind of get in a position to go
Yeah.
for it and just kind
So
of
I'll get on all fours,
feel it out.
open my
feel
butt,
it out.
I'll
If
spread
she,
my
if she
cheeks.
quite obviously clenches and breaks your fingers off, then
No, see, you're
that's
doing.
one thing.
I
but
think I think you're hearing my question wrong. For me, when I'm doing butt stuff to a girl for the first time, I just do it. I don't ask any questions. I just do it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I
saying,
would
how do I ask a girl? How do I tell a girl that I want butt stuff done to me?
oh,
So you could even just move her hand down there.
yeah, yeah.
That seems like a dangerous
Or like
game.
if she's blowing you, just be like, oh yeah, put a finger on my taint.
So I should get like really weird, is
Or
what you're saying.
if you're like laying on your back or whatever, you can just. Like,
Why would I be laying on my back?
You
I'm
could do
sorry.
what
I'm
every
sorry. I was thinking
single
stomach.
dude does
What?
and just
No, I'm
do the
sorry.
thing. just push her head down,
Like
down
it-
farther
To my
down
butthole.
farther,
Yeah,
down
or
farther.
just lift your butt up like to where
you
she
go.
is.
That just
Or
sounds.
just tell her, hey, it'd be really hot if you did this.
That might
you
do
go.
it though, because
A lot of girls are just eager to please.
that's what I've learned is a lot
Especially
of times.
if you don't come, she's gonna want you to be a little more responsive and reciprocative.
We don't have to continuously mention that I don't finish because, as it turns out, I do finish. I just masturbate too much, is what I think my issue
you got
is.
death grip, buddy.
Like
And the
4 times a day?
Okay, no, not 4 times a day. Probably at least once a day.
Death grip.
And I do have a hard grip,
Yep.
which I'm not saying that girls have loose vaginas that
it's
I'm
just
hooking
that
up with.
you have an unrealistic expectation for your.
Thank you. It's no diss against any of the women that I've hooked up with. I was trying to finish. So, no, the thing is telling girls that it's hot.
Yeah.
So that's something that I actually do regularly. If something's going on I want to push the boundaries, I will be like, oh man, that's so hot when this, that.
There you go.
And
it's
then,
all about communication.
And then usually that opens them up.
Well, most girls, I mean, at least my friends like to, I guess, be not dominated, but they like for a guy to take
To be in
control
control.
in the bedroom. And I find it attractive when a guy might suggest for something for me to do or even tell me to do something.
Right.
Because otherwise you just go for the wiener and hope for the
Yeah.
best. Like,
yeah.
you
A
know.
guy, manhandling you,
And a
essentially.
lot of guys don't even
you like that?
make noises or anything like that, So for a guy to talk about what he wants, to vocalize maybe in other ways, is a very sexy thing.
Let me ask you guys about choking. Since I have women here, what's your stance on? Because I have never really done it extremely. Kevin, who's here around somewhere, like almost choked out a girl one time, which is a crazy story. But she wanted it, I guess. The thing is, I've never really done it. I had a girl once who kind of asked for it, and I put my hand on like her chest.
Like collarbone?
Yeah, the collarbone.
Yeah.
Don't ask how I know this.
There goes Kevin, the guy who almost choked out a girl once.
Don't ask how I know this, but if a girl wants you to do that to her, do not put your hand on her windpipe. Squeeze the side of her neck so that you're stopping blood. It's the
So-
blood flow that
Makes you lightheaded.
So
makes
you're
you
saying
lightheaded. It's not
don't
the lack of
necessarily
wind.
push in?
Squeeze.
Ow, that
Like
hurt.
at the
Actually,
top,
it hurt
like
when I
at the
pushed in.
top.
Like right here, your jugulars are right here. Squeeze on
So
that.
squeeze the sides.
Yeah,
like this a little bit.
That's what causes the
To where I
head
can-
rush, which
to where I can
intensifies
feel
feelings.
her pulse.
Not that hard, just enough to stem it. Like you get put a tourniquet on. Just a gentle, tight.
Now-
but not.
Is it weird if while I'm choking her, I choke myself?
No, that's hot.
I'm just like, ugh.
I'd be into that.
Because I've never been choked either, so I don't know.
I'll admit, I am into that.
Oh, you're
me
do
too.
you
Recently,
like that?
Yeah.
Like not like to where I pass out or anything, but I like the strong
It
hand
just-
on my neck, like you're
Just
in
just
control.
the hand kind of being there.
Yeah.
It amplifies things.
Okay, man, I love having girls here because I get to ask you all the questions I've always wanted to ask other girls
I don't even think Jake and I have ever talked about this.
about the choking.
Does he do it?
No.
Oh, what?
But do you like it?
Yeah.
So the girl who says just be open and tell people what you want won't tell her husband she wants to be fucking choked.
I know that Jake
He's a nice guy. He's too
Jake
sweet.
knows what he likes, and
You have to train him into him liking doing that to you, because I dated a girl, and this is where actually I wanted to go with this, is name calling. What's your stance on name calling? Because she told me one day we're having sex and she's like, call me a slut, call me a whore. And I'm just like, whoa, I can't do that. I can't belittle you here during our sex. But I will tell you that eventually I did, and it was really hot, and I got really into it.
I'm not particularly into it, but if Jake really wanted to do that to me, I'd be open to it.
But I'm saying, like, if you like a hand on your neck, and you think, oh, maybe Jake wouldn't like that, you just gotta let him know, I really enjoy that, and then bam, he'll be doing it. I hope Jake listens to this, so he knows
I'm
what to
sure
do
he
next
will.
time.
I grabbed the hand and put it on my neck.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah, when we were making out one day, and I just did it, and he was freaked out by it sort of at first, but now he's really into
Well,
it.
I see. I've done that with Jake. I've put his hand on my neck, and
Oh,
he just
man.
kind of gently
He just
leaves
doesn't
it there.
get it?
He just kind of, maybe he'll gentle push,
Oh,
but
that's
mostly he just leaves
so
it
hot.
there.
maybe
and I'm
you,
like,
maybe you grab his wrist and squeeze it harder.
Oh, yeah, to let him know
That's a
how
good
hard you
idea.
want it.
Here's the other night I almost went and grabbed his neck to do, and then I stopped myself because I was like, no.
Maybe he wouldn't like it. No, you
Yeah.
should do that, and then report back to me, because I want to know if he liked it.
Okay.
But man, it's funny you mentioned that about you grabbing his hand and putting on your neck. I don't know. I just got really energized about it because that's super hot. To me, the girl that I dated who I had the best sex with, I don't want to say she bossed me around or anything, because she didn't. It wasn't any kind of like dominatrix kind of thing. But she would tell me like what she wanted at the moment, and it was always the stuff that I really liked doing. So she'd be like, please put your finger in my butt. And I'd be like, oh, I'm so turned
she
on
said,
right now.
please?
No, well, I don't remember exactly what it was, but she basically would beg me to do butt stuff to her. And she knows I'm into that, so it was so awesome.
Come put your hand on my throat.
Yeah, Jake.
She wants you to start choking her.
Put your hand on there, and then to the point where we think is going to be good. More.
No.
But don't.
That's about where it is normally.
Put your hand higher up and just squeeze the side.
Just the side.
I'm not about that.
Okay, but she's about that. She just told us.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm putting us on blast.
That's okay, but I don't like hurting folks.
Well, the thing is, Jake is the nicest fucking guy. I've never even seen him hurt a fly. But
he gets weird spanking me.
Ooh, really? I thought you like a spanking.
What do you mean?
You spanking her doggy style, right?
Yeah,
It's the only,
he does it like once or twice, and then kind of just
dude?
like.
You gotta clap that ass.
Hey, how about you be a professional and get on the mic?
I think it's a big man syndrome thing. Honestly, I think it's one of those things where I'm afraid of hurting people, especially her, especially what I love. Don't make fun of me over here. God damn it.
But if that's what she wants, give it to her.
I know, but
we were just talking about I dated a girl who wanted me to call her names, and I wasn't comfortable with that, but I got into it by doing it more. So I'm saying you start choking your girl out.
I don't know, dude. That's the thing. It's like it goes too far all of a sudden, and then she doesn't wake up anymore, and then I'm hiding a body somewhere and having to explain it to my mother-in-law.
I listened to the last table or one of the podcasts, and you said that you guys are in autopilot.
Yeah.
You're very newly married.
You shouldn't be an
You should not be an
Did say that.
autopilot.
That's not what I meant, though. For God's sakes.
Change some shit up.
Yeah, seriously, spice it up with a little hand on the throat.
I don't know, man. Well, maybe I'll listen back to this and get the real. But
the real, she wants you to put your goddamn hand on her throat.
But that's not.
So do it
That's
tonight.
not what
report
she's
back
told
to
you?
us.
All right, yeah, maybe I'll do that. No, that's not. No, she's mentioned it before. She's hinted at those kind of things, but maybe I'll have to ease into it. I don't know.
Do you like your butt getting played with?
No, fuck no.
Oh, well, I thought maybe that's what she was trying to tell us earlier.
She's
but-
into that too.
He's a little vanilla.
Well, I will side with Jake there that if he doesn't want his butthole being played with.
And he let me try one time.
Oh, that's good of
Decided
him.
it wasn't for him, and I haven't.
Well, he's a
tried
bigger
since.
man than me, I guess, because I wouldn't do that.
A bigger asshole.
Jeez.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good enough.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was fun. Thank you guys for joining me and our one
I
guest.
just like how the most girls on one episode, and it devolved to sex. I don't
Yeah.
know, like.
That's what was my plan the
That's a
whole
little- I
goddamn
don't know.
time. What did you expect?
Why didn't you just be honest with us? Communicate.
Honest, I told you right in the beginning this is what I was going for.
We wanted communication.
I said, I'm
like, why
putting
didn't you just say that?
I pretty much told you guys I was putting my thumb right in the butt.
You
like
just
that
said
was going right into it.
You wanted one for the girls, okay? It could have been anything. Dennis, ask us how we feel about
How did you feel about being on this?
SOPA. I don't know. I don't mind. I really don't give a shit.
Ouch, that kind of hurts.
Wow.
Well,
Sorry.
All right,
You
bye,
turned me
Lauren.
way up.
Okay, and there
Bye.
goes your mic. See you later, you asshole. All right, thanks for joining me, Nicci. And there's really no endings for this,
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me on Table Scraps.
but I hope you like the hot dogs that John made.
Oh, I love hot dogs.
All right, let's
so-
go get 'em.
Okay.